All right, let's talk about how India is completely rethinking the way it builds. And I mean everything. We're talking about a massive shift that's happening right from the ground up, affecting factories, data centers, you name it.
So, here's the question for you. How do you build a factory 50% faster? No, seriously, it's not a riddle. It's actually a revolution that's happening in construction right now. And it all starts with tossing out the old, slow way of doing things and, well, embracing something totally new.
And this is what that revolution looks like side by side. You've got the old way, traditional concrete, it's all done on-site, it's slow, needs a ton of people, and changing anything is a huge headache. Then you've got this new method, pre-engineered steel. Everything's made in a factory, you can build 40 to 50% faster with way fewer people, and it's super flexible. I mean, it's a total game changer.
So this whole new approach has a name, pre-engineered building, or just PEB. And listen, this isn't some niche thing anymore. It's quickly becoming the way to build in India for big projects. And there's one company that's really leading the charge. So what is a PEB really? Okay, imagine a giant, super advanced Lego set for a building. The entire thing is designed and built in pieces with incredible precision inside a factory. Then all those pieces get shipped to the construction site and are just assembled. It's less about messy on-site work and more about putting together a high-tech puzzle. And that company leading the pack? It's Interarch. Look, these guys have been in the game for over 40 years, and they've become the second biggest player in India for this stuff. They're not just drawing up warehouses, they're literally building the skeleton for India's modern economy.
Okay, so let's get into the details. What does being a leader actually look like on paper? Let's pop the hood and check out the engine of this company, because wow, the numbers really do tell the story.
First up, revenue. Just look at this. In a single year, their Q1 revenue shot up from 303 crores to 381 crores. That's a jump of over 25%. That tells you one thing. Demand is not just strong, it's accelerating. And it's not just about getting more business, they're getting more profitable. Their profit after tax grew by almost 40%. So they're not just bigger, they're smarter and more efficient. That's what you want to see.
So, who's placing all these orders? Well, their order book is massive. We're talking almost 1,700 crore rupees. And when you look at who's buying, it's a who's who of high-growth industries. You've got industrial, logistics, renewables, even EVs. They are literally building for the companies that are building the future.
And don't just take my word for it. The MD himself says this isn't a one-off. He's pointing to a healthy order book and a robust pipeline, basically saying, get used to it. This growth is here to stay. You can just feel the confidence.
All right, let's zoom out for a second, because Interarch's story is really just one piece of a much, much bigger puzzle. What's happening here is an industry-wide construction boom.
I mean, look at the market for this stuff in India. It's just exploding. It's on track to practically double in just the next 5 years. We're talking going from about 195 billion rupees to well over 330 billion. That is a seriously steep curve.
But here's the really interesting part. In this rapidly growing market, the big fish are getting bigger faster. The top players are growing way faster than everyone else. And why is that? Well, it's a flight to quality. When you're building a massive data center, you want a company you can trust, one that has the scale and the experience. You go with the pros.
So what's pushing all this growth? It's like a perfect storm of positive factors. You've got the government pushing for more manufacturing right here in India. You have e-commerce and the cloud needing more and more warehouses and data centers. You have the huge shift to renewable energy, and on top of it all, a national policy that actually encourages using more steel. Everything is pointing in the same direction.
Okay, so the market is booming. That's great. But how does a company like Interarch make sure they stay on top? How do you not just ride the wave, but actually steer it? Well, they're making some really clever moves.
For one, they're teaming up with the heavyweights. This partnership with Jindal Steel and Power is huge. Think about it. You're combining Interarch's expert engineering with Jindal's raw steel-making power. Together, they're pushing for steel to be used in all kinds of new projects, and even helping to rewrite the rules to make it happen faster.
And they're not just waiting for the phone to ring. They're getting ready for the demand they know is coming. They're cranking up their own production capacity in a big way. I mean, adding 40,000 metric tons is no small feat. They're even opening a brand new plant just for the really big, complex stuff needed for things like data centers and semiconductor fabs. They're playing chess, not checkers.
So when you put all of this together, what do you get? This isn't just about one company doing well.
It's not even just about one industry booming. What we're really looking at here is a fundamental change in how we build our world.
And this big shift towards building things faster, smarter, and, frankly, better, it leaves us with a really big question. As speed and sustainability become non-negotiable, you have to wonder, is steel the new concrete? Could this be the very foundation of the world we're about to build?